are two significant dates in this person's life. The dates of one's arrival and the dates of one's departure. And in between those dates is a very small object. We call it a dash. And yet, it describes who we are in all those years that we have lived. What is the dash of life? How do you define your dash? Fellow Toastmasters, since we don't have guests, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
I came into this world in 1974, and I have no idea when I am going to leave this. I hope for a long time. The date of my birth and the date of my death will not define me. Nevertheless, my life will be defined by the dash between those dates. That dash is a very powerful thing. It's on my tombstone, my resume. I will attempt to fill this virtual dash of life with the same thing that I have tried to fill my personal dash with. Things like hope, faith, humor, and love. These are some of the things that I should understand. Literally, hope is a wonderful anticipation and excitement to hold unto a little longer before you achieve what you desire. What I like most about hope is realistic hope, which is based on a fair estimation of probabilities. Thus, if something is over, say 50%, then I might realistically hope that it will happen. Moving on to faith. Have you ever heard about the guy who walked a tightrope across a tall building, pushing a wheelbarrow? Many people watch him many times. And one time he asked, "Do you believe I can walk a tightrope across these buildings, pushing a wheelbarrow with a person in it?" To that the crowd exclaimed, "Yes!" For they were now the believers of this guy's awesome abilities. Then he looked at the crowd and asked, "Who wants to volunteer?" And nobody volunteers. If someone did, that is faith. Next is humor. Humor is my tool to combat depression and negativity. Humor is by far the most fun. I'm finding that the longer I practice laughing at life, and especially its frustration, the better I become at it. As Charlie Chaplin once said, to truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. Another is inspiration. How often do we hear people say that they are inspired? Inspiration comes from all kinds of places. In our daily life, no matter what our status, race, or religion may be, we are surrounded by inspiration, though many people fail to see what is directly in front of them. And lastly, love. Love is everywhere if you open to it. Love is not blind. It sees more, not less. But because it sees more, it is willing to see less. It is simply enable us to see things others fail to see. To love is to see beauty without expectation, and accept without burden and guilt. Now, how do you want to be remembered? when people see the dash on your headstone? Will it be as cranky, selfish, or rotten human being that nobody will miss? Or will the dash say so much more? Do you want to act as a victim of everything that goes wrong with your life? The economy is getting worse. My job is boring. I can get any raise. Or do you want to fix it and move forward and making your dash more meaningful? I want to fill my life with hope, faith, humor, and inspiration, and love. I may not be successful in some parts, but I want to feel that dash in my life with the best that I can. This is the purpose of my life. Make those stories all good. Spend the dash of your life doing those things that will keep you alive to the memories of others. The more you put onto that short little line, the longer you will stay alive. Back to you.